congratulations to Western Michigan, Coach Lester. They played really well tonight, and it was a great test for us. And I think that it was really good to get some of our young guys out there, and got some great work against a really good football team and an experienced football team. So, however, was disappointed with how we finished the game. I thought, particularly on offense, I thought we got off to a great start. Really played a pretty good first half. Outside of having to settle for a couple of field goals, I thought we played really well. On offense in the first half, ran the ball well. Quarterback was able to find a lot of quick completions and keep us in favorable situations. Unfortunately, we gave up a couple plays towards the end of the half, on defense, and that really affected us. It's really the first time that this team has faced adversity, and we didn't handle it well. We really struggled in that moment, and never quite got our mojo back. Lost a little bit of confidence there, when that happened, and our play reflected it in the second half. It's hard to play, as well as you play in one half, and then come back and really struggle the way we did offensively in the second half. And it's a situation where we got to be there as a team, and we got to be able to pick each other up. And it's a good offense, and our defense we had a big challenge ahead of them, and we knew offensively we had to be there, and we had to pick up the slack. And unfortunately, we let it get away from us, and didn't handle that as well as I would have liked to have seen.
At the end of towards the end of the first half, when you guys went in the locker room, this is the first time I didn't feel, watching your team, that a halftime lead was insurmountable. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I felt you had a shot you could get. Do you feel the same way?
No, I did. I felt great. I knew, we had been playing really well on offense, and, had a chance. We had the ball coming out to start the second half. All we had to do was go put up a score, and we're down 10. And all we had done is move the football, the whole first half. So, our expectation and, kind of the mindset that we had was, hey, let's come out here and put a great drive together, put some points on the board, and it's a whole new ball game, give our defense some confidence, and, help them, go out there and have some energy to go get a stop. But, it was our first 3 and out, that we had, the whole game. And, and I think that it just, it got tough for us after that moment. They were able to go down and put another score on the board, and, and then it's just, you get into that mode where you're trying to you're looking for answers, and unfortunately the answers are right there in front of you, and I think that's where we have to grow. You got to be able to get yourself back to a neutral state and say, all right, like, everything that's happened, like, it's important, right, but it has no bearing on what happens next. And I think that that's something that we've talked a lot about, but this was the first opportunity that we had, to put it to the test. And, it'll be a learning experience for us. And it's what we talked about after the game with the team, is like, we got to be better there. We got to be better there, and we got to finish the halves better, and we got to start the second half better. That's an area that I'm gonna really talk a lot about with our team tomorrow, and do some things at practice this week to try to put us in those situations, because that's where the game kind of got out of hand for us, was how we gave up those couple scores at the end, and and then came out a couple 3 and outs, and they scored on us, and we lost that those middle 8 minutes of the game, which are really critical.
How much the problems that revealed themselves that were revealed on offense due to inexperience? Zach hasn't had a lot of time at quarterback. You've mentioned that that offensive line is young. How much did that play into everything?
It's that would only be an excuse. and we're not, that's not the type of people we are, not the type of group we are. But it's just, it's just having the ability to go out there and execute. And they're a type of team that, when they get up on you, they want to, they're going to apply more pressure. And they just continue to, to bring that pressure. And again, as the first time you're out there in that type of situation, it's not easy. It's certainly not easy, but it's part of the job description. And right now, I mean, sure, we got a lot of freshmen out there playing, but they're the guys that are out there playing, and we need everybody. We need everybody to step up and and do their job to the best of their ability. And and I think that we'll just we'll be able to look at that and we'll be able to learn. And I thought overall, like, there's obviously some bad plays, up front, but I thought overall, they played really well. That's a good defense. It's a good defensive line, and I thought that for a lot of guys in their first start, their first real action, I thought they did some really good things, and it's definitely something we can build on.
Is this entire truncated season going to be a growth process as a whole, you think?
Well, I hope so. I hope, I mean, we got it. We need to keep improving. We need to keep growing, and and I think that I think we can be a better team, than what we showed tonight. I think we'll, we get find learn from some of the things that happen on defense, and find some answers over there, and play better on that side of the ball, and be more consistent on offense, and be able to put two halves together. And we'll be we'll grow, we'll improve. I think that's the exciting thing about this team is we are so new, we are so young. Like, we're only going to get better. We're only going to get better, and we just have to we have to make sure we have that that type of mindset.
What did you learn in particular, specifically about this team?
Well, I guess. I was proud of the way we prepared, all week. The way we practiced, and our focus, and guys were off yesterday for civic engagement, and we're in staff meetings, and I hear a lot of commotion going on the field, and the whole team's out there doing a walkthrough, and doing some stuff on their own, and that's just awesome. We had guys up in the building all week long, watching film, preparing, to the point where I had to figure out, okay, well, how many guys can we have in the meeting rooms at a time? I had talking to our athletic training staff, and putting protocols together for that, and that's some things that we didn't have a whole lot of last season. So I do know this group really does enjoy football. They wanna be successful. It means a lot to them, and what we learned tonight through this experience is that we have to handle adversity better. And again, that was the one challenge that I had for this group was, hey, just be you, do what you do, what you've done since this team came together last January, what you've done for 15 training camp practices is just show up. Love playing the game, playing hard, playing with great effort, and competing every single day, every single play. And I think that that's where we didn't handle the adversity as well as I would have loved to have seen. I knew it was going to be tough, but I was just so excited to see the way we responded and the way we handled the adversity, and we got to get better there.